Nam to wrap up in the next 5 minutes, so we keep you essentially on time and let you move on to your lunch point.
Okay. Thank you for your very relevant comments and questions. I may not understand every question by question, but maybe excuse me to respond to some broadly. First of all, Korean auto market in terms of both production and consumption is rapidly globalized. So, for example, we have a few automakers in Korea. For example, KEI is a totally American company, and also Sang-yirl is totally Chinese company, and also Samsung is totally French company, and so on. And even for Hyundai and Kia, it is open to foreign investment. So that's what I have to mention at the very first. And also, the major manufacturers in Korea also invested a lot in foreign countries, including the United States. So, as previously mentioned from the commentators, the country classification might not be so appropriate in economic terms. And in terms of non-tariff barriers, I would say that for 2 decades or 3 decades ago, I would admit that there was some significant non-tariff barriers that might be in Korea, because at that time, Korean economy was at the very beginning stages of its economic development, and most of the countries has a similar pattern to develop its own industry, especially for some strategic industries like automobiles, some electronics industry, which has very significant economic linkages in other major economic activities. For example, in terms of nowadays, because I'm an economist specialized in technical barriers to trade, Korean automotive sector has not actually any non-tariff barriers in terms of technical barriers or similar domestic regulations. If you say some non-tariff barriers, that might be specifically differential between domestic automobiles and imported automobiles. That's what we say national treatment violation. But there is no such things in nowadays. So I will respond there. And in terms of tax discrimination, it was improved significantly based on 1995 and 1998 memorandum of understanding between the U.S. and Korea, and also the KORUS FTA. And so at this moment we have, I would say, some minimal tax rate, some stages for by engine size, but that's usual in countries like Korea, which import lots of fuel. For example, from in Korea's total import nowadays, I cannot remember the exact share, but oil import might explain 1/4. I mean, 25% or 30% might be goes to oil import. If the oil price is, even though oil price is lower and lower, we need to import at least 10% or plus of our total import goes to fuel. So the government policy to respond to some suppress not just automobile consumption, but to suppress consumption for fuel is reflected to that, and also some environmental protection concept might engage in that. But of course, that's exactly the same. There is no discrimination between domestic automobiles and import. And another thing, I would admit that comparative advantage concept in terms of RC index is limited in considering global production network, especially for NAFTA production network in U.S. side. But I analyzed the automotive sector, including both automobiles and parts and accessories. That the aggregate concept of automobile sector might consider some portion of trade in parts and accessories due to global production network. In terms of consumer perception or consumer taste in Korea, against, I would not say against the import, but the result might be interpreted like that. But the actual factor behind that is the price difference between import and domestic automobiles. The import automobiles are relatively very expensive in Korea. That might be some exchange problem or some transportation problem and so on. And there might engage some other issues in automobiles, that is maintenance cost, because of the product that should be repaired different from other consumer products. So the maintenance cost for import, not just American-made cars, but European cars and also Japanese-made automobiles. The maintenance cost is very high in Korea. That's not just a Korean situation. So the price difference and also maintenance cost difference might be the actual reason in nowadays. And also, I would say that the U.S. position, not only in Korean automobile market, but in the U.S. market or in any other country's market, the U.S. position is somewhat aggravating in terms of market share. That's not just competition between Korea and the U.S., but U.S. competition with the major manufacturers in the world showed the similar situation. That's what needs to be considered when we try to measure and explain the effect from KORUS FTA. And I would say also that as it has already mentioned in previous commentators, that political factors or political situations should be separated from some economic factors. That's what I would say.
Well, let me thank all of our speakers. This has been an extraordinarily important, a very serious subject. It's one in which we're going to hear more about in the coming weeks and months as the KORUS FTA is brought up in the National Assembly in Korea and hopefully here in the United States. Please join me in thanking each of our speakers.
Thank you. Very good session.
Thank you.